Hello everyone, welcome into another installment of Last Protagonist Plays Windswept. I hope you guys are doing well as always. On yesterday's stream, we got up to World 4 and cleared, I think, only one stage out of it. But we also finished up World 3 and discovered some secrets along the way. But I still don't know what was going on with the moth at the end of the first section of the Temporal Railroad. So that's just going to bother me forever. And today we'll be picking it up right where we left off. So Sandy, Without Horns, Robbie, welcome back in, everybody. How are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and begin. Hey, Logos, welcome back. How's it going? Magma, well, so we got everything here. Spicy Ice Speedway, right? Okay. Just wanted to make sure that there wasn't another level here. Okay. Lunos's Library. We already beat her. Or it. I don't know what the moth is. Magma, well, here we go. What's going on with that factory in the background? Hold on a minute. So we have another real fake exit. Reach the goal. Huh? Oh. Okay. That was got me. So these are the smoky guys. So this is the top of the stage. Wait, what? We beat it? Hardest stage in the game. But y'all know that can't be it, because we still need to get everything else. Wait, what is this? Oh. Hey, it's another lampshade. May as well buy the collectibles now. 20. We did it. Robbie, you finally got the Terra Spark boots in Terraria, so now you can go on burning blocks and stuff like that. Hey, Yo-Yo, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Yeah, we got a cartridge yesterday, but let's see what's in our collection now. Oh, looks like we're closing in, so maybe there's one world after this? Alcora? Oh, so that's Alcora. Okay. Alcora Abyss. Slicko. Okay, makes sense. Echobra. Echobra. Arbok, but backwards. Nugget. Raybo. I play Balacho now? No. Lunosa. BV. Echobra. Wait, what's the other one? Echobra? Echobra? Are these spelled the same? I guess they are, just different variants. Piranha. Magma. Oh, so that's what a magma is. It's a magma maw. Arabicat? Arabicat? Hey, Without Horns, congrats on beating Lace, bro. Robbie beat Queen Bee? Nice. That one's really hard on the Master Mode on the first try. Congrats. We're working on the Hallow now. I hate the Hallow monsters. They're so rough. Okay, so that should be it for here for now. Till we do the extra stage. Which I'll leave that alone for now because I'm scared. Actually, could I keep going? There was that ladder there. Well, don't we need the dots to keep moving? Yeah, okay. Probably need to beat Lamps Shade. You're waiting on a deck building racing game? Is there one of those? How do you race with that? Can we break this? No. Oh, so this is how they wanted me to go over there? I don't know if the devs intended the double jump thing that I've got going on. I don't trust this. I'm going to restart. Alright, now I can trust it. I saw the O and I just tunnel visioned in on it. Oh, I thought I had the duck on my back. Thought I did this but backwards. Hey, Ulver, how's it going? Welcome back into the stream. CO. Oh. So that must be a baby magma. Interesting. I think these bees hurt us, unless for some reason I thought I could hop with the bucket on. Can I fall on the bee? Not exactly. That's kind of weird. Okay, so the bucket doesn't protect me. I guess in a way, I could see Mario Kart kind of being like a deck building racing game if you just assume that the power-up cards are like your deck in a way. I'm a little bit in dire straits, aren't I? Now that I don't have my turtle. Also, congrats on completing your drawing over. So, I didn't think about that again. Hey, Meow, how's it going? Nice series of Phoenix stickers. I was curious why you have the one going vertically, though. Maybe it doesn't matter. Speaking of Phoenix, I did start playing Marvel Rivals. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Ah! What a jerks they got me. Maybe I should have just gotten on the turtle and then dashed across, probably. Beat the baddies. Oh, that changes things. Man, these are going way up. They're trying to bust up my rhythm. Oh, I must not have pressed triangle. Oh, you can go through them. Okay, that changes things. That changes quite a bit. Huh. Is it only the top that I need to worry about? I need to figure this out. Why did I not bounce? Alright, am I doing? I got into rivals. Who do I main? I don't main anybody yet. I main bot lobbies because I'm trying to learn the game. So I've played a couple different ones so far. The ones that I've seemed to like a little bit, I don't really feel particularly good with anybody, are Nemo, the Poseidon fish trident guy. I tried a little bit of Phoenix. I tried a little bit of Gambit. I don't really feel very good with him at all. Why am I not bouncing off that? Who else? I tried Venom. Let's leave the bottom one alone. I kind of liked Hella. Or Hell. Do I have to kill this little dude? What happens if you use explosive bunnies on the wall of flesh? I think they work. I don't remember explosive bunnies. Maybe they weren't in the game when I played. Logos, you played a mean Venom and a Hulk back in the day? Gotta activate free swing on settings for Venom to work? Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind, because that did feel a little bit awkward. He seemed pretty cool, though, but I don't know if I really understand how tanks work in that game. Whoops. Yeah, I know explosives and bees are really good against the wall of flesh. Oh, yeah. And as far as supports go, I was enjoying Adam a little bit. But I don't know. I feel like he doesn't actually do as much damage as I was hoping he would. / I'm bad with him. Okay, so I need to not be spinning when I hit that thing. Oh yeah, and then I also tried Moon Knight, and he seems kind of cool with the way that his damage kind of ricochets off of everything else. I need to press L2. But yeah, overall, my impressions of Marvel Rivals is that it feels kind of weird, and that the characters in Overwatch actually felt a lot more polished to me. But I can't speak about Overwatch 2 because I never played Overwatch 2, so maybe my opinion about Overwatch would change. And then there's like some weird stuff going on. So that thing hurts me. I feel like I need to kill that. Why does the blood moon happen every day in Terraria? Because they want you to get more experience to level up, right? Oh my goodness, I thought I'd like instantly dropped down and died. At least we got the duck back. Got the M. Alright, Sandy, you have a good time at class. Take care. Hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. Or maybe later. I got the E. That's what matters. Oh, there's a record over there. Ganon's minions are just surviving. Now, I think the real answer is that the blood moons just happen more often in Master Mode, but I could be wrong about that. So we can just ride this. So kind for those things to have. Yield science. So before I lose my bucket, let's make sure the duck is on. I did not make sure I had my duck when I landed. That was my fault. I should have had the mental fortitude to dash and jump and all that crap. Beep, beep. I forgot. Oh. So that knocks me out of the bucket. I don't know if I can make it without the turtle. Are the bees holding blue shoes or what? That's a good question. I don't actually know what they're holding. Because earlier I was able to tell that they had lances. I'll try to get a better look this time around. Because it's a little bit confusing to know when the bees can and cannot harm you. I don't know. I've been wondering that for a while. I almost got it. See, those ones are holding pots of honey. I almost said hots of punny, but that don't make no sense. Oh, we made it. Now we've got the duck on our back. Do I need to deal with those? I do. You jerk! How was I supposed to deal with that? Maybe I can make that. Not like this. Got it. That's all that matters now. Is there really no save point? It's a little bit surprising. Keep it that way. There it is. Cool beans. My beans have been cooled. So I'll restart from the checkpoint so I can get the turtle back and explore. She works hard for the bunny. That's one way to describe things. I like how I missed. I'm the worst. Uh-oh. of screwed up. Got the cloud. So what's the point of this? To ride it all the way back up just to get to the top again? So I'm still missing a moon and the comet thing, which we can get the comet thing at any time just by restarting this stage. Oh, maybe this is how I was supposed to get the T rather than being stubborn. I did think that was a little bit easy. There's something over here. Oops, I didn't mean it. It'd be nice if I could see. That's really annoying. So that's the other one. The one above that. If I could somehow land there safely, I might be able to just make it. Well, I did not land there safely at all. I'll just restart the stage from the top. Yeah, so in unrelated news, I am pretty damn confident that newest season of One Punch Man must be using generative AI assets. Because, holy crap. The people on the One Punch Man subreddit earlier today showed a picture of, what's his name, Atomic Samurai, having the top of his head cut off. Why did it fire me? Collect the coins. Oh, so I'm supposed to ride this all the way up. That's what I'm supposed to do. And anyway, like that still frame of the Atomic Samurai with its head kind of chopped open matches what is in the manga, so people are like, oh my god, did they actually just feed this into AI? And because the AI didn't see the top of the head, it just did whatever to make it work. I wonder if the whole point of the level is to funnel me back up to the top because they didn't expect players to get up there normally. I could see that happening. Meep meep. Okay, so the recoils don't hurt me. But that does. I'm scared. He's trying to eat me. Should I go to the right? Let's go to the right just for the little... Oh, that's a bad plan. Okay, we can't go to the right. Can beat the stage anytime I want again. He's angry. It's kind of an interesting reverse gauntlet. It's going up faster. Beep. Oh my goodness. These jerk pros. Hey, Platinum Chip, how's it going? Hey guys! You rode the lava up to the top! Alright, Logos, take care. Alright, so we beat the stage, but fully. Lava Pike Holder. Wait, are fully cleared stages yellowed out? Perhaps. I guess if I don't clear a stage fully, I could compare it that way. The hell is that? Wait, should I have just left him there? Maybe I should. Maybe I keep following him? Oh no, he's back. Oops. Oh yeah, we both die if we get hit, huh? Wait a second. Oh no, that's probably what I actually need to do, huh? Let's get rid of this mouse. Wow, I jumped way higher than expected. Wait, how do I get back? How do I do this? Oh, duh. Maybe I don't need to input forward. Oh, it goes... I want to get it on the upswing, okay. This kind of sounds like an 80s sitcom theme song. No, it's rocking too much for that. No, it's not, like, jazzy enough. I know what you mean, though. This kind of almost reminds me of like a Sigma theme from Mega Man. Should have kept holding it. Oh, I was holding square, I didn't hover. Glide, whatever you want to call it. Didn't flap me wings. Honestly, the design of this level scares me more for the others. I could have just jumped. Because if we have more escort-style quests, we'll be in for a bit of a rough time. Turtle came back. Okay. So my timing is definitely off. That's fine. Can adjust that. Whoops. Galamont, do you have any particular favorite 80s sitcom theme songs? I always liked Family Matters, although I guess that's a 90s sitcom. didn't want to get too far out of it now. CO. No! Let's just get some experience figuring out what the hell this stage is about. It's hard to top Cheers, but you really do like the music from that era for some reason. Yeah, I guess I don't know what to call it, but like that bar piano-y type stuff. Hey Stella, welcome back. How's it going? Or you know what? Let's not have to do this stage twice, and let's just keep going. I didn't clip the bottom part to spin. Could be better, could be worse, true. Tell me you're from the Midwest without telling me you're from the Midwest. I'm so silly. I didn't land on him. I just need to stop moving forward on these. We'll make up the time elsewhere. Ugh. How did I get like stuck under it? That's weird. Oh, okay, I said go down and then up. What the hell? Oh, I can go all the way under. Yeah, because, wait. No, we do have the cloud. Okay, don't need to worry about it anymore. That's what I get for trying to boost. Afraid I was going a little bit too fast. Did you guys ever see that? I think this College Humor video, Too Many Cooks. They're just satirizing the absolute crap out of those old cheesy sitcom intros from back in the day. Hey Global, how's it going? You never heard of this game before I started playing it? What's the 411 on the game? Popular developer, just highly recommended. Steam dumpster diving? None of the above. I saw a trailer for it a couple months back, and I thought it looked absolutely charming, like Yoshi's Island and Donkey Kong Country, and a little bit of Little Nemo Dream Master. I was like, okay, I definitely want to check this out when it releases. And then this came out last week, so I've been playing it. And it's pretty similar to Celeste, so it's just kind of serendipitous timing for me to play this so shortly after Celeste. And then Mao, welcome back in. Why is it always saw blades? Well, what else could it be? It certainly wouldn't be saw spoons. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I lost it. It's unfortunate. I think it's the studio's first game. There wasn't a lot of marketing, really. Nah. I think I just saw this on, like, the Game Trailers channel. And if you look at it on Twitch, there's only, like, ever half a dozen people streaming it at most. Which doesn't entirely surprise me. Like, this type of platformer is a bit of an older genre. Maybe I shouldn't say older, but one that... I couldn't hover. One that doesn't have as much attention placed on it as it used to. At least 2D platformers. I'm behind. Yeah, my fault. Global, you just did Arc Raiders with co-op for the first time. You see why people like it? It's quality slot. People only like it because it's good. Are you talking about this game or Arc Raiders? The Cloudflare down didn't affect me too much, thankfully. Did it get you, Mao, in Brazil? I heard, ironically enough, that down detector went down. Which is just really funny. Who downs the down detector? Oh. Why'd I do that? Arc Raiders is quality slop? You just had to drop that ridiculous quality slop comment because you read it somewhere else? What does that really mean, quality slop? Because isn't quality the opposite of slop? Or is it because it's taking a slop formula but making it into quality? Maybe that one makes more sense. Yeah, I was watching a tiny bit of gameplay of Arc Raiders, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't a kind of game that I'm interested in. But I'm certainly glad that people who are into it have something that they enjoy. No Escape from Tarkov also just came out of early access, didn't it? Ah. Glad I hit that. Wow, the manga site that you're reading went down? No. So it interrupted you in the moment and you were annoyed? Fair enough. I wanted to risk it. Is a meta joke on how elitist gamers have become... Hold on. Let me try to parse this. A game being good isn't what makes a game good anymore. Nothing pleases them. I mean, people will always find something to be mad about, even though it's completely irrelevant. Like when they get upset that a trans person is a voice actor that they would have no idea had some stupid website not gotten butthurt about it to just, you know, start drama. You're telling me that my lizard character is voiced by a transgender? It's weird. My lizard person that doesn't have any humanoid genitalia to begin with makes me so angry. I'm Bruce Banner. Hulk fake gamer age. This game gets 95 FPS, literally unplayable. I don't think gamers are that butthurt about 95 FPS. I think anything sub 60 definitely rubs some people the wrong way. But of course, there's always like visual purists and whatnot that get kind of annoying. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because I definitely want games to have good performance. And in some ways, I feel like Digital Foundry, as much as I enjoy their channel and their content, like they focus on some of the stupidest things. And it seems kind of selective to me. Anyway, I need to focus a tiny bit more. Like, to me, it almost feels like they don't always hold certain games to the same standard. But it feels a little bit... what's the word? Inconsistent in that regard. Like, I'm fine with them cutting indies some slack and stuff. But, oh, okay, now I know one thing that, like, annoys me about them. Like, they harp all the time about RT, and I'm like, literally, who cares? Like, the lighting really doesn't affect a damn thing as much as they, like, make it out to be this big deal. Okay, cool, I didn't go too far. Meep meep! Down. At least that was on me. Stella says, like movies? That said, with movies, you can actually say it was a good movie you didn't like. I could say that about certain games as well. I think. I'm trying to think of an example. So this is not a one-to-one comparison, but I will say that I'm a little bit like that with the first Hollow Knight. I like Hollow Knight, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't quite in love with it like a lot of the fans were, or are. But I do really, really like Silk Song a lot more than base Hollow Knight. Don't. Global, you're not an FPS elitist, but you definitely prefer performance mode over quality for games that have the two settings. I think it depends, yeah. For an FPS, definitely performance. For an RPG, it's like when it's all story-based, who really cares? Actually, I can care sometimes, but it just depends if it's stable enough to not be a problem. Like, I never cared about Bloodborne being 30 FPS. But then after playing Dark Souls 3 on 60 FPS when I got the PS5, I was like, oh, that's what the extra frames do. That's quite nice. But some people do get a little bit insufferable about it. But the ray tracing thing, sometimes I feel like I need to compare the two pictures side by side, and I still can't really tell the difference. Or even if there is a difference, if it's one that I actually even prefer. Oh no, I screwed that up really bad. Oh, I made it! Oh. Baked in lighting and pre-rendered backgrounds forever. Oh, I'll one-up you. How about, what are they called? Fixed camera angles that are established beforehand. I do kind of unironically want there to be a Final Fantasy VII PC mod, which goes to the trouble of doing that to restoring the original camera angles. And then playing the game that way, assuming all three parts come out. Oh, I was going that way. Okay, that's my fault. I should have paid attention to that mouse on the bottom. I had so much time. What are the giant harpy feathers for? I don't remember in Terraria. Before you put Vampire the Masquerade settings at Ultra, the volumetric lighting still looks like crap. I've never played Vampire the Masquerade. The older Resident Evil remakes losing fixed camera angles was a mistake. I don't know, you might be right, at least for older fans, but I think newer fans probably only got into the game because of the change. At least I'm playing a game right now where I could say, hey guys, see, I don't really care about graphics that much. Give me my old man gamer cred. I jumped away too early. So for a second you lived in the world where the only one was the one from 2004. You were wondering what the hell they were expecting. I don't know, man. They put, what do you call it? Ray tracing in Super Mario 64. On some modded version, right? Why would you even want ray tracing in Mario 64? I think it was more of a, what's the word? Proof of concept than anything else. It was actually one of the very few times I did notice ray tracing, although maybe it was because like the models are also just given higher texture qualities in general. I don't know. You can find the video on YouTube pretty easily, I'm pretty sure. With the PS5, everything's great. You can't change it anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, did we talk about this in chat? What do you all think about the Gabe box or the Gabe Cube? That new Steam operating system hardware thing. Apparently, he was hand delivering some of the first models to the people that live near Valve headquarters. Oh man, could you just imagine having a literal billionaire walk up to your house and be like, pizza's here. Alright, let's proceed. Despite screwing up. Watch me, like, get it this time. Alright. I do think as far as game companies are concerned that Steam is the embodiment of Wu Wei and it's working out for them. Fudge. No. Oh, for you use ray tracing when you work, so you must have it when you play. Yeah, but aren't you like an artist? Like, it makes sense for you to care about that. But for me, like, using a not top-of-the-line system, but a still pretty powerful one, like, the cost benefits for using ray tracing is just absolutely not worth it to me. I screwed up. Why is my timing on this one getting so much worse? I think that new Steam system is supposed to still be weaker than the PS5, and I'm really confused by that. Because it's coming out so many years later. There's going to be so many games that are about equivalent to PS5. Would have made the most sense to me to at least have it be about the same level. And maybe that's their point. Damn it, I didn't hold it enough. Without horns, your opinion is it exists, and that's about as much as you can say. What is this? A reasonable gamer? Get out of here! What are you, some kind of dad with 5 kids and 2 wives? Oh, damn it, I got the turtle with me. Okay, well, I'll just continue for now. Okay, screwed that one up. Who can afford to have a secret family these days? That's true, man. We used to be a country. If I can't just move states every 3 years and have a new wife and kid to follow me, what's it all even for, man? Galamoth, you don't even know what ray tracing is? It's kind of like an artificial way to recreate the pathing of light rays, aka rays, and how they get traced off of objects and stuff. So I can't really show you too well with this 2D based game at all. But basically, if you're like sitting in your room or whatnot and light streams in through the window, the light streaming in through the window would hit your chair or something, and the chair would block some of the light, but it would also bounce some of that light back. So more reflective surfaces would reflect light more strongly, and it would allow you to have a deeper shadow profile in some ways, because you won't need as much volumetric lighting, because lighting should be bouncing off of all of the objects in your rooms and whatnot. So it kind of creates a bit of a softer appearance. I guess I forgot to throw the turtle up there. But in a lot of scenarios, it doesn't really seem to be that visually impactful. And for some locations, it'd be hard for people to tell the difference between what is and is not ray traced. I didn't hold down the jump button. So, like, me giving a kind of verbal description won't do it justice. It'd probably be best to look up some RT on and off images, and then you deciding how you feel about it. Indiana Jones wants to copy the movie scenes, yet it looks so bad you thought it was your settings, so you spent half an hour to change it and found out it's just bad itself. Okay. Yeah, more realistic light reflection, exactly. And of course, some games / companies implement it better than others. But it also costs a lot of extra resources to have it run, which raises the question, if it's that intensive for such little return on investment, why do it at all? And of course, right now, this is a little bit of a gamer yelling at the clouds. Because technology will improve, it will become more cost efficient to run it and whatnot. But for now, I'd rather have other things in my games instead. I jumped too soon. Just put the same blob shadow underneath every object and character. Uh-huh. That always looks completely normal to the human eye. Worked for Crash Bandicoot. Was it literally the same shadow underneath every object? But for what it's worth, Crash Bandicoot was never touted as being a very hyper-realistic game when the main character looked like paper mache. Alright, I screwed that up. You don't know in your memory it is. I think Crash's shadow got bigger and smaller as he went around. Pretty sure that was the case. Maybe I shouldn't say as he went around, but as he jumped around. Because that was one of the very, like, first 3D platformers. What the hell just happened? How did I... What? I, like, dashed somehow in the air. That was weird. Like I stuttered somehow. But in the air rather than on the ground. It's like I got the speed boost halfway in the sky. I guess if I really wanted, I'd probably just hold square. Oh no, I couldn't because of this thing. Okay. Maybe it's because I was holding square. I did get that speed boost and then that screwed me up. Oh, I landed. I thought I missed. Crash is like a technical marvel on the PS1. It actually unironically was. A long time back, I was looking at a Naughty Dog retrospective slash documentary, and they were talking about how in order to make Crash Bandicoot run properly, they actually were hacking the PS1 and using some of the dev controlled internal memory so that way they could give more memory to their game and whatnot. And so other companies were asking them how in the hell they implemented some of their features. Like, yeah, you know, we just hacked the console. Give us access to more memory. Which I think is just such a baller move. Fudge. That's a really cool technical wizardry back in the day. What is ninjing? Here we go. I forgot to hover. That's my fault. As opposed to anything else that's happened to me tonight. I do appreciate how tightly timed those 3 saw blades are. Maybe it's safer to stay on the top. Wow. That's my fault. Stalled too long in that first part. Just you guys wait until my focus comes back. Then I'll make this level look exactly the same. Because it's a skill issue. What the hell am I doing? Too early. Alright, let's just stick to the top, because I am struggling on that spot. At least for now. Oh, yeah, I can't spin in the air. I was offended for a second. Isn't there usually a mouse there? No, there's not. Did I screw this one up? I must have. Screwed this up. My plan. Should have just jumped. Alright, now let's just stick with the bottom plan. I don't want to have to awkwardly wait for that thing. Just get good, forehead. Glad I figured that section out a little bit better. This is some stressful platforming. No, you. Don't. I like that segment there. That actually feels pretty cool. This is a pretty cool level. I'm just being really bad at one spot. Alright, so I can definitely be a little bit beneath the screen. I was a little bit worried about that, and I was a little bit scarred from Celeste. So this is more like Mario, and that you have a little bit of wiggle room to work with there. Okay, I'll need to remember that, because I can definitely take advantage of that, and then that'll help me go through the bottom section a little bit more safely. Oh, I have the damn turtle? I went too fast? I wasn't trying to do that then. I need to figure out how to go through that section safely. What am I doing? Huh. I need to figure out how that happens exactly. Because I'm not actually trying to get that speed boost, and that's actually screwing me up. Because all of a sudden my momentum changes. Should have gotten hit twice there, honestly. I just need to not hold square there. Okay. I went too fast! Damn it. Okay. You bet Madeline would beat Mario in a jumping competition? Probably. Get good, forehead. Okay. I got it. Figured it out. I just have to get good. That was weird. It felt like I got in the wall for a second. That's weird. turtle a little bit ahead of me. Steal! Damn it. Luigi beats Mario in a jumping competition? The Super Mario Brothers 2 lore. The fake Mario game that became the real deal. There was no mouse that time. So that other time, it really wasn't what I thought. Okay. Not that that should be an excuse for me missing that jump. But it's just curious. Actually, I guess that does mess with my positioning a little bit, so I'm like, what do I do here? How about the little buddy? Figured it out. Damn. Maybe I could just jump that and I could ignore the B. I don't know. Alright, the important bit is I'm not dying at that one spot anymore, so I just have to let go of square, get to the bottom of the screen, then jump. That's it. Oh. Thought I screwed up the throw. I know I said that's it, but I really meant that's not it, but it was it. Expect the turtle to get ahead of it. Not too much, hopefully. Right, not low enough. I was panicking a little bit, not gonna lie. That's one of those phrases that does kind of bother me, not gonna lie. It's like, oh, so you're willing to lie all those other times then? It doesn't add anything substantive to a phrase. But it doesn't bother me that much. The one that really gets me annoyed is it is what it is, as opposed to it being something else. The dog is moving around. She's distracting me. Oh, she settled down. Damn it. I was afraid that I was going too fast for the turtle, so I hesitated. I got Yoshi'd. still, you always took it as, yeah, I'm not going to bother to make this sound nice. Aw. Like the warning someone's going to be more blunt than you might like them to be with what? I'm not going to lie. Oh no, I didn't get my speed boost. Not like the actual boost of speed, but like... not the thing from spinning off the edge of the ledge. This actually also reminds me of when a comedian says in their bit, they like stop it and they go, and this is true. Because everything else is just jokes. Go. So I think I can jump from the far end to there. Hey. You can go in directly into a jump out of that. I didn't realize. Maybe that's what was happening somehow. Oops. Okay, Sarah, but in present tense. I don't know Spanish. Just know how to curse at people. Need to tell them to hurry up. And that I can poop on their mother. That's it. I knew that timing misstepped, but I didn't know how to fix it. Not when I'd already committed. I actually screwed up. Turtle's over there. We fixed it. Cool. Man, I almost screwed that one up. Should have just kept jumping. Okay. I've almost got that. That was a little bit scuffed, but it worked. That's what I get. I should have just waited. I was impatient. I thought I could make it. I'd have to wait for the turtle eventually anyway. Oof. I didn't know where that stopped. Okay, that was actually a little bit of progress. We're making progress, y'all. First progress, like 20 minutes, right? Probably longer, holy crap. Damn it, okay. So I could ignore that bee for sure. That was not lateral progress, but that was, you know, knowledge progress. I just thought of a really random question for your chat. If you had to be trapped in a Tim Burton movie, which one would you choose and why? Dope. Which, to be fair, I'm not even sure that I know all of the Tim Burton movies out there. What am I doing? Hey OG, how's it going? Fundamental wants to know if their timeout's over, they can post more ads. No, they got biggity banned. I can't even see the stream. I know you're trolling. And how goes it? Okay, that was a little bit too early. Chillin', another day long of tutoring. So, another long day of tutoring. With that horns, you're gonna say Edward Scissorhands because it's like the normal world, but somewhere a dude has scissor hands. He also makes it snow. Maybe crazy automatons control the weather in that world. But yeah, if I had to choose, my first response would have been Edward Scissorhands as well. Although maybe Beetlejuice could be good, because then you'd have a guaranteed afterlife? Question mark? Whether or not it's a good afterlife is another question, right? I guess if it's a bad enough afterlife, you could always get eaten by a worm or something. Let's get that turtle a little bit ahead. Oh no, that was way too early. Wait, Tim Burton did Pee-wee's Big Adventure? For real? You guys want to live in a world with Large Marge? Oh my goodness. Y'all is braver than me. Wait, is her name Large Marge? I don't remember. The lady with the scary face, the trucker. Apparently that's my Pee-wee Herman. Yeah, I guess you'd also live in a world with Pee-wee Herman. Which, now that I think about it, is a world with Pee-wee Herman any worse than one with Paul Rubin? Actually, what he did wasn't really even that bad, was it? How did he even get caught? It's the real question. Damn it. Stella, you almost said Ed Wood, but you don't really want to live in the 50s. Fair enough. At least, you know, fridges were still around in the 50s, right? Fridges and air conditioning on occasion. But not really. But Stella, you wouldn't be able to hold a bank account or a checking account, so... Credit card? One of, any of those, I don't know. So it definitely wouldn't be good, huh? Paul Rubin did exactly what those people who go to those theaters go to do. But think of all the kids in that theater. Wait a second. making progress. Whee. Oh, I didn't get the damn E. Would have been worth it had I gotten it. Surprised nobody said the world of Sleepy Hollow, or what's the one when he's the hairstylist that's not Edward Scissorhands? When Johnny Depp's the triple threat. Sweeney Todd. The only thing that was coming to mind was Ichabod Crane, which is the exact same as Sleepy Hollow. And welcome back, Sandy. Nice to see you again. How was class? I'm like, damn, class is already over? Guess I have been stuck on this level for a while. Too early. It just had to be a cop posted up at the theater. I imagine it's probably like more of a fundamentalist. Maybe they gave an anonymous tip. I don't know. I legitimately didn't know Tim Burton did Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Kind of blows my mind right now. I mean, it makes sense because Large Marge definitely looks like a... what's his name? Bertmanism. Birchin monster. Hey, Chadwick, how's it going? Welcome back to Michigan. I'm assuming that your flight went well and everything. Did you get to watch any good movies? That was me being impatient. But I fixed it. I found the patience. They were in the doctor's closet. Whew. Almost got me. There we go. There we go. Go! I got yielded. Chadwick, if you had to live in a Tim Burton directed movie, which one would you choose? Go. Whoop, lizard. I'm surprised chat doesn't want to live in Victorian England where they knew a serial killer is active and they might get surprise cannibal pie. Wasn't it New England, sir? And yes, I am. We got a lot of weirdos in the chat. Everyone's looking around and pointing at themselves. Is he talking about me? It's not New England, it curses. This is regular England, that's even worse. Did they still have American accents in Sleepy Hollow? Maybe that's why I thought it was New England or something. Chadwick says Edward Scissorhands as well. Pretty normal world, all things being equal. Batman would just be cool. That's true. That is true. And for me, Edward Scissorhands is kind of always eternally marred by Winona Ryder's character being a grandmother at the start of the movie. But she's still in love with Edward. It's like, brother, you could have done Ben with him. Alright, too early. Oh, Sweeney Todd? Yeah, no, Sweeney Todd's definitely in England. Yeah, that Gotham would be pretty crazy. I wonder what the rest of his world would look like. You don't need to apologize, Andy. Imagine all the funding they needed to get those statues done. Speaking of Tim Burton's Gotham and statues and whatnot, I just recently learned that when Michelle Pfeiffer knocks the heads off the mannequins with her whip after she becomes Catwoman, apparently she did that in one take. And she actually knocked off all of the mannequin heads. Which is pretty damn badass. And apparently they were originally going to cast somebody else for Catwoman, but she'd like just gotten pregnant before they were about to film. Which I can't really imagine anybody else than Michelle Pfeiffer in that role, but of course you could say that about any actor almost in any role. Maybe not. I don't know. Certainly may not have been as iconic then. Oh yeah, I guess I could ask you guys whom your favorite Batman is of all the live action actors. I still haven't watched the new ones with R-Pat. Here they're actually good though. I also haven't watched that new Penguin show, or even what's the other one with the guy? Almost had it. Two-Face. What's his name? Colin? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's true, Meow. Tim Burton was supposed to do a Superman movie with Nick Cage. So glad he didn't. Not gonna lie, I kind of don't really like Nicolas Cage as an actor. He's okay in Raising Arizona, but that's also because he's like the least Nick Cage that he's ever been in that movie. Wait, he was also actually pretty decent in, I think it was called The Weatherman? Why didn't I bounce higher? Is it because I was holding square? Whoops. Colin Mockery? It all started with a really badly timed bald joke. Does he say badly timed or does he say poorly timed? I don't remember. Ill-timed? That actually would be a really funny idea. Having the cast from Whose Line Is It Anyway do like comic book movies. Have Ryan Stiles be Batman. Colin be Robin. Oh my god. Nick Cage as Superman would have been wild. Absolutely. Ugh, didn't die. Damn it! Because this one's going that way, okay. I could have just held left and been fine. Nick Cage made a fun, goofy Dracula. I don't want a fun, goofy Dracula. I've not seen that version. Is it like a satire or something? Without Horns, you love that one? I'm just a hater, man. I screwed up. Something moved on my screen and that distracted me. The hell just moved? Am I losing frames? Am I still live right now? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Oh my goodness. It uses Dracula as a metaphor for abusive relationships? Tongue-in-cheek? Okay. Renfield and the new Nosferatu coming out a year apart, the duality of Nicholas Hoult. Don't know who that is. He might have a face that I recognize. Why did I do that? Oh, is he the new Lex Luthor? Like how I over-announced Luthor. God of Thunder. And whining. I like the ducky stutter step. Too late. Oh, okay. I hear he did a pretty good job and that new Superman movie is pretty decent. Did anybody ever watch Smallville back in the day? I watched a couple episodes of it. It seemed alright. And then a couple years back, I heard that the blonde chick that was like the girl next door for him was in a like sex cult. I was like, what? Like in real life. She is either in jail or she went to jail for like sex trafficking women, and it's like, you had a successful career in Hollywood. What the hell happened? Granted, she did only have that one role, so maybe it wasn't that successful. I don't know. That's not the news I was expecting. I was trying to flap into it. That was not smart. Yeah, no, that actually happened. I don't remember her name. The NX IVM cults? Nixism? I don't know. Nixism? Or are you getting auto-corrected again? The cult chick, last podcast that he sees about her, if you believe? Oh, I haven't done a podcast about her. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know if this is messed up or not, but like, I would have more expected her to have been like a victim of it than a full-on perpetrator. Just because you don't really hear too often about women honeypotting other women like that. Especially when they already have a high profile. Here we go. Toe! I need to keep running, right? Fixating too much on one thing. That's like, every time I hear something more about Hollywood, I'm like, man, this doesn't seem like a good place to come away with being a well-grounded individual. I phrased that poorly, but oh well. Come away being a well-grounded individual. Don't want to go too far. I mistimed it. Gotta keep yourself grounded to reality. I don't know if you even do, but like Hollywood distorts things in such a crazy way. A couple months back, I had listened to, what's her name? Jeanette McCurdy's audiobook. I'm Glad My Mom Died, or whatever its actual title is. And it was either right before that or a little bit after. I had been watching, I think the title of the movie was Kids, and I think the actress's name was Soleil Moon Frye, the girl that played Punky Brewster as a kid. She made her own, like, documentary of, like, growing up as an adolescent in Hollywood, and it has, like, tons of, I can't really call it, like, behind-the-scenes footage of, like, a crap ton of child actors and whatnot. But it was just kind of, like, documenting their lives growing up in the 90s. That's terrible. And it's, like, how many of her, friend group would go on to like OD on drugs and stuff and have like a really rough time growing up as child actors as they like lost work and stuff like that. So it's very interesting, like, kind of seeing their perspective of how they were growing up as, like, bona fide Hollywood actors as children, essentially, and then trying to literally cope with that. Oh no, I screwed up. And one of the crazier things, and this is kind of, you know, not so much of a secret, is just how many of their parents, I don't want to just say like enable it, but like have their own issues which feed into what's going on with their kids. It must unironically be rough to grow up with a lot of fame and money. Money and fame. Jumping on the mice looks so much less nerve-wracking than spinning into them. I know what you mean, yeah. You have to get used to it. It's like when you meet people who are legitimately way too online. It also depends on if the adults around them actually bother to protect them, which unfortunately is true a lot of the time. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Yeah, Meow, that's actually the movie that I was just talking about. Go. I saw a meme earlier this week where some white dude, and he's just like, for God's next test, I really hope it'll be giving me a lot of money. I think I can handle that one. He's like, man, if only I could be tested the same way, my brother. Honestly, I don't even really know what I'd do if I had, like, a ridiculous sum of money. Probably just travel and eat. It's not like the kids are going to movie auditions by themselves. At some point, a parent's probably gotten them into it. I mean, yes and no, but there is also only so much a parent can do without over-sheltering their kids, which a lot of Hollywood actor parents also do in bits of weird ways. Like, I don't know, man. I did hold X. Stage parents are real? Absolutely they are. The ones who especially live vicariously through their children. I was afraid I went too fast. The Harmony Korine film? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Ah! Why'd I do that? Lost all tension after unpausing. I don't know, does it follow a bunch of teenage child actors around, like Hollywood, and detail, like, their lives as they grew up, or no? The one where he gives girls AIDS and crap? Okay, so maybe it's a different movie I watched. Maybe it had a similar title. I've heard about that movie, but I've not seen it. Okay, really? See, now I'm screwing this up consistently. Had it unlocked for a minute and then I lost it. Play better. No! I had it. I should have had it. Alright. My focus is coming back. Feel it. So, hey Maddox, welcome back in. How did it go with the bonus level in the Icy World? You didn't understand that one at all? That one was pretty rough. I actually had somebody give me a bit of a tip that once you spin with the turtle and hit an enemy, you can do the spin move again, and that kind of can reset you to go all the way down, which helped a lot actually, because I hadn't really thought about it. So I cheated. But that one took me a while, to be fair. That one was still rough. Now I'm in another bonus level that's kind of kicking my ass. The worst part is, like, this doesn't even seem that technically difficult. I'm just, steer-ruggling, getting distracted, forgetting what conveyor belts go which ways, and how to advance in the game. Damn, okay. What? That's my fault. That what was more like, what am I doing type of what. Really lucky I didn't hit that saw a moment ago. Man, so I'm gonna have to really pay attention to the timing on that far saw. That's unfortunate. You need to use the stomp dash move, but you didn't know that the enemies reset it. Maybe you'll have another go. Yeah, once you know that, it really helps a lot. It's still pretty challenging, but that is for sure the trick, I think, for success. That was a bit of a fluke, but we got it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Did I get it this time? Nope. Didn't mean to hit that. So Maddox, have you gotten to World 4 yet, or are you still working on World 3? Beep, beep. Hold left. Oh, no, my timing. I can do it, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. We're starting to get there more consistently, which is the important bit here. You just reached the stage? Nice. I haven't properly attempted it yet. It's a bit of a doozy. It's certainly not doing myself any favors. No. Thought my timing was off, so I screwed that up. Made it. I was a little bit afraid that I screwed that up. Ooh. Should have kept running. That's one that screws me up if I don't keep going, because I was worried about that saw. Man, I've been on this stage for way over an hour at this point. Holy crap. I guess like the lamp shades are almost the equivalent of seasides. I do kind of get screwed up when that one mouse isn't there. I don't get into the right position. This is the type of stage one would indeed spend an hour on. This would be a lot easier if I wasn't trying to get all of the comet things. Because I don't need to throw this turtle up there, I don't believe. Maybe I do. I guess I don't really know, huh? I haven't gotten to the end yet. At least the music's good. Very chill, very relaxing. Ah, okay. Was not trying that. I was trying to bounce off the top of him. Need to understand the timing on that a little bit better. Probably would have been fine to have gone initially, but I wasn't sure if that saw was going to get me on the return or not. A little bit hard to judge in that moment. Which, that'll get ameliorated over time. Because I know that the timing of each section is consistent between like when it appears on the screen, I guess. Or close enough. Is this a regular stage? No, this is like a bonus level, I think. Oof. That damn second saw timing. Oh, that's unfortunate. You'd keep throwing the turtle thing. Your guess is it'll be required to reach the comet? Maybe. Watch me have to do a shell jump off of it at the very last section or something. One that just relies on absolute brutal timing. Oh, I was spinning, okay. Guess I didn't spun enough. This is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Made it. Ah, I screwed up. Yeah. I should have waited another cycle. I need to be going by the time it's on the bottom. Too impatient. Did I ever play ukulele? I have not. I haven't even actually played Banjo-Kazooie, believe it or not. I didn't have the N64. Damn it, I did it again. I just have to, like, keep holding left. Because I'm afraid the other one's going to come get me on the reverse. The downswing. That's 2 or 3 times now where I've died that way, so I think I should be safe. It's terrible. Galamoth, Impossible Lair is really good. Regular ukulele, not so much. This level's making me earn my paycheck. If only I got minimum wage from content creation. This level's making me pay dividends in pain. That was I don't even know how that happened. Might not be a big paycheck, but I'm earning it. Thanks. Maddox, you never played the original ukulele? The sequel's a 2D one? I didn't know that. Okay. Stop skeletons from fighting way back. Was not keen on it. I'm not sure if I understood that correctly, Chadwick. Can you trust his opinion, though he is a bit ridiculous? Almost got hit right then. Ooh, too low, actually. Okay, that's a first. I actually thought I died. I thought I did it too late. Well, I did objectively do it too late, but not the way that I initially thought. Stop skeleton's just a tuber, not an imposter. Not important. I was like, how is he an imposter? That's what I get, just trying to skim things really quickly between the platforming downtimes. Don't. Is there a win component to this game? In some wait, have I actually had a win component? I'm trying to remember. I know there's been stages that have had wind, at least in the background. I'm trying to remember about the foreground. I don't recall. And if so, maybe I haven't gotten to it yet. I guess the game does open with the duck getting woken up by a tornado. So in a way, the title works, if that's what you're ultimately worried about. Maybe I shouldn't say woken up. The duck gets hatched when a tornado hits its nest. We're playing a baby. Without horns, you're excited for a game where you teach skeletons to be pacifists? That'd be pretty cool. You know what I want to do if I were a game dev? I would want to make an escort quest and put it in my game. Because if players love anything, it's escort quests. No, but I was unironically thinking earlier today it'd be pretty funny if you put an escort quest in a game, except it's kind of like the inverse of the trope, where you're the one being escorted by an NPC, and then he just like runs ahead of you, and then he gets pissed off if you don't manage to stay up with him. Yeah, a little bit too early. Okay. Wait a second, I didn't throw my damn turtle! Wait, no, I actually want the duck for this potion. I swear, if I get this... Okay. Oh, and there's a mouse at the end of it? Holy crap, I'm glad I actually paid attention for once. Because I was not paying attention to that. That'd be pretty funny, have it turn into a racing level. Why is this mouse so far out of position? OG, you were curious if the name had some in-game physics aspect, or if it was just a plot story related thing. It might come up later, but so far there hasn't been like a crazy amount of wind mechanics. Why'd I do that? That was the wrong button. Let me just, you know, summon the turtle back to me. Push comes to shove, I really could just do the level and then get the turtle later. I did not explain my thought process well right then. I meant I could get the E with the turtle on me and then figure it out from there. There we go. Cool. We didn't go too far. Damn it! In that time, I was really focusing on holding left once I was going to land. escort quests are almost as good as trailing missions. Yeah, trailing missions are escort quests in a way. Yeah, I'm still a little bit, what's the word, scarred from doing the damn escort quests in, what's this name of the city in Legion? Suramar from World of Warcraft. An illusion. What are you hiding? There are so many damn escort missions in World of Warcraft. They were all so terrible. And WoW just upsets me because those devs have no idea what the hell they're doing. Damn it! I was trying to get it right. Okay. Still a little bit too early. So I really need to wait for it. Let's get some E. I know, I wish, right? Hitman games do have sections where you can choose the trailer target. Those don't really feel like escort missions. That's true. But to the Hitman game's credit, you also don't ever really have to play the game that way. And while you're doing those escort missions, you also have like a bunch of other stuff that you're keeping track of mentally. Like it's not a one-rote task just because of the nature of that game itself. That's actually probably a really good lesson to be had in that kind of game dev / philosophy there. Escort quests might be okay if you have other stuff that you're trying to do along the way. But so many are like pass-fail based on the escort stuff where you can't go faster than an NPC, and if you're going at your slowest setting, then the NPC's too fast. No, I didn't jump. Ooper, why you gotta call me out like that? What I was doing was stalling just for you to get back, buddy. You know, because I'm such a considerate guy like that. Yeah, it's true. It's not normal stream end time, though. That's what I'm stalling for. Oh, I'm too low. Huh. Didn't seem like I got the normal amount of height. Yeah, no, apparently I'm just struggling. Oh my goodness. That's me. I should have been holding left. It sucks because it feels like every 15 minutes my brain just factory resets and I forget what I even need to do in this level. Too late. Okay. Maybe it was a mistake to go to the bottom every time. I just didn't want to mess up the weird saw back and forth above it. And thank you, Maddox. Appreciate the support. Really? Okay. I mean, I need to stop? I don't know if I'm still gonna hit it. Let's try that strat. I'll try it together. Like, I wasn't trying to do the max height hop, but I wasn't being as careful as I could possibly be, I guess? I don't know. That one felt really rough. As in, I feel like I should have gotten it without getting hit. Oh wow, that sucks. I'm still low-key shook that I never realized that Tim Burton did Pee-wee Herman's Big Adventure. Almost ran into that. Trying to catch back up. So, right, new plan, get to the right of the E. Then do the baby hop. So that way if I'm holding left, I could rely on the conveyor belt to get me out of dodge. I'm scared. I don't know what to expect. That's dirty. Did I get the T? I did not. No. Oof. Okay. Well, that was actually progress. We got the E, so then that section should be a lot easier to deal with because I won't have to jump and hit my head a zillion more times. It's actually big progress. No! I didn't know the timing of that. Okay, I've got the T. Still gonna throw this up here, because why not at this point? Whoops. Yeah, I knew I had to jump for the E, don't worry. I'd seen it enough times to know that I wasn't gonna just grab it. Because that section wouldn't have been too bad otherwise. Oh man, I should have hit that, honestly. Despite our complaints to one stream... Oh no, that's too early. The hitboxes are pretty tight in this. I was just definitely going about that one section completely wrong, where the hitboxes seemed really wonky. I thought that was a little bit too early. Okay. Oh, you'd expect the hitboxes to be very tight? You'd be surprised sometimes with what certain games get away with. Like, this game does feel very fluid, to its credit. I think Celeste might feel a little bit tighter in its controls. Although I've not really had a lot of directional bleeding over. That was my fault. I should have just been spinning the way that I was getting in Celeste on some levels. Like, Celeste was almost too precise. I don't know what wrong there. Maybe I didn't hold right. No, because I can't hold right. 'Cause I don't know. Oh, wow. This game really did start out like, you have cleared at least 2 or 3 games like Donkey Kong Country before you played this one. Yeah, this one got pretty hard right off the rip. Like, tonight, I feel especially off, I guess. Like, I don't really feel like I've locked in for most of the night at all. So I feel like I must be making this level look a lot harder than it actually is. Like, this doesn't feel that difficult. I'm just having my consistency issue show up again. So maybe that's what it is. Like, Celeste tended to have shorter stages, which made it a lot more manageable for me. Although this doesn't feel any longer or shorter than the final Celeste stages. Although this one is definitely a bit on the slower side. I need the turtle. Don't go too far. What the hell do I do here? Okay. Come back, my eagle. Oh my goodness, that scared the crap out of me. Holy... Oh my gosh. Oh man. I was so freaking out. Now, let me hydrate. Holy crap. Hooey. Yeah, I was focusing so hard on the saws that when the turtle hit the warp point and threw the duck in with it, I was like, I didn't do anything. This wasn't me. And then, like, hearing the sound effect and then seeing the thing, that just caught me so totally off guard right then. No, what I meant about a Celeste being too precise was, like, the actual directional inputs, at least on my controller, because I would end up going and hitting like top right instead of up or right at times, and that kind of would screw me up. No, this is actually the second stage of the night. I spent maybe like a half an hour on the first one, but still like 2.5 on this so far, and I'm not even done. It's pretty rough. Maddox, you couldn't get past that first razor wheel? Okay. Silksong eventually ramps up its curve into a difficulty overhang, but the first 3 areas are pretty normally balanced. Yeah, I feel like even Silksong, as long as you don't get got on Hunter's March and you get some of the movement upgrades, it's probably still pretty fairly balanced. I I just really think for Silksong specifically, having the Hunter's Pogo be at an angle is pretty rough. Alright, so what was I supposed to do? Beat the baddies? Oh, we get the bat. Beat the batties. Almost had it. Got it. Give me that cloud. Wait, that wasn't even necessary? Okay, so we would have landed here. Oh no. I'm so scared. God. Yeah, I definitely agree that it would have been nice having a tutorial that can tell you to pogo off stuff the right way, yeah. We got it though. We totally cleared the stage, the lampshade. These ones are always the most difficult. Okay, so Magma Well goes to Lava Pike Holder. And now we can go up the ladder, that's the new thing, to Smoky Squall. Cool. Honey Buzz Boiler. Hey, thank you, Maddox. Appreciate that. Alright, so technically we have a little bit of time, so I actually want to do another level that isn't going to destroy my soul, hopefully. So let's do Lava Pike Boulder. Ooh, another one where we can go left. Reach the goal. I just reached the goal. Okay. Okay, go in between. Hold it a little bit longer. Huh? Oh! I know what to do. Just throw my guy. Going too fast, gotta slow that down a little bit. Full jump, okay. Oh yeah, speaking of Silksong, do we think Hornet has a weaker shell than the Knight? Or is Farloom that much stronger than Halonest? Logo says the Knight's stronger, but Hornet also has more tools and gadgets. Let me think about this. Hornet has a weaker shell, or is Farloom much stronger? Well, Is Tornit even that tanky in Hollow Knight? I don't actually remember. Because she's kind of like a mid-boss, right? Oops. Definitely Donkey Kong 2 lava level vibes here. Oh yeah, this game definitely wears its Donkey Kong Country inspiration on its sleeve. Which I'm here for. I was too close. Well, even for the next part that I wanted to do, I was too close there. You fight her twice and she's a pushover? I don't remember taking that many attempts on her. It feels when you do... Actually, I didn't mostly beat this the first time around. Okay. The second bite can give some trouble. I felt like it was the other way around. But it has been a while since I actually played Hollow Knight. Should have thought about that earlier. I wasn't actually trying to go back in there. I was just trying to see what all was around. Alright, that's it, as far as I know. So we get a moon. What is this? Oh, it's a sign that we can grab. That's cute. Why is that there? I can't land on it. Maybe that's just so it'll protect that thing. That frog did me dirty. Oh, it's one of the grabba-grabbas. Go grabba-grabba. Let's go back to the bubble then. Well, that happened. Alright, OG, you take care. And good luck with the tutoring, and thanks for dropping by. That warns you meant you could get to the second fight earlier than they may have expected? Okay. Knight's cheating by having both Shaman and Wanderer's Crest on at the same time? I was not trying to do that. I should have switched this way. Wait, I got the turtle back somehow? Thought I died without him. Okay. That was not smart. I'm gonna have to go back again. Oh, I thought it was too low. I thought I was gonna get got. I was like, oh, what's that rock? It's a snake. Oh. Feels good. Checkpoints. Don't look a gift turtle in the beak. Okay. Gallimon, do you think the bugs in Farloom are stronger on average than in Halonest? Yeah, I was still thinking about that. In Farloom, there's still kind of a civilization of sorts. Is this the... Okay, it is. So those are hurting me if I land on them. Whatever. Probably could have just thrown my turtle. Or not. That's all I need. So there's the E. Did I? Okay, I do have the M. How did I miss that each time? That's really funny to me still. Okay, so we have that thing over there. Chadwick, you didn't see the intro for this game, but you cannot fathom how these babby critters managed to get into this situation. Well, there's a tornado, you see, and then we hatched. And, you know, we're just kind of living life. Our turtle was in a bubble. Just kind of roll with it. Was I supposed to beat the baddies? They got Wizard of Oz? Yeah, maybe. It's about as good an explanation as we're gonna get, huh? Did it. Was all that moth's fault? Maybe. I don't think it was a moth as much as it was that one weird girl that shows up and is crying everywhere and stealing our animal friends' hats. I knew it. Oh, so it wants me to do it that way. Can't refresh it this way. Okay, we're just missing the comet and the pinwheel, so this is going to be a little bit rough. Okay, cool. It was high enough. Our duck has a hat. Cool. Now we are centered in on the Honey Buzz boiler and set up for success for the next stream. So the Smoky Squall and the boiler. So I think maybe... Wait, there's another stage over there. Can't get to it yet. I think we'll do the Honey Boiler first tomorrow, and then perhaps the Smoky Squall. So anyway, thank you all for joining me, especially on the arduous process, which was Lamps Shade World 4. Hopefully World 5 doesn't defeat us as badly, so hopefully I'll catch you all on the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.